I've just been talking about, and there's another person just here. And how is it possible? We are in the 21st century. 100 years have gone by. Today, 11th of September, the Armistice Day. All the highest acclaimed dignitaries are gathering north of this country, France. Yet, that gentleman there, who's stuck in the little archway with no protection from weather or danger, he slept his night all by himself, fleeing the war zones, the war that has displaced his life and his family. Somebody's son, somebody's father, somebody's uncle, somebody's dear family broken away, running away from war, torn countries of North Africa, here to realize they are destitute, even in more desperate state, by stuck sleeping on that archway that was built by the Pope, the religious leadership, several hundred years ago, and they find themselves in a palacious, fortified town like Avion, and then to be realized the potential of life, and has been ignored simply because a few individuals have taken the decision to make their life more important than every citizen of their nation. And that has caused a terrible and the most ugly scenes across the world. And we are celebrating or remembering the soldiers and the lives lost 100 years ago, and equally said to ourselves, or at least the nations at that time came together to realize the desperate times of war and desperate sufferings that humans have gone through. Yet 100 years on, there are still dozens, if not at least 3-4 dozens of wars are raging across the world because of selfish, unrealistic reasons. In the name of religion, in the name of politics, in the name of greed and money, we are continuing to separate humanity from its peaceful means of life on earth. And the media, the selfish interpretation of ideologies and philosophies and theories and so on and so forth, has further caused terrible amount of distrust and displacement of innocent human beings. If we were to respect the importance of human well-being, we must first respect the very fundamental importance of self-peace. The leaders we have put in place to take care of ourselves, or who appointed themselves to be more important than others, that they can take care of us, are the cause of all suffering on earth. It is terrible that 21st century we have the necessary knowledge, necessary technology, necessary resources to address every single human concern on this planet, including the concerns of the existence, concerns of how to protect our environment, our air, water, and our earth. Yet, the singular greed, singular political aggression, singular religious divide is causing a tremendous suffering on this earth. Almost after 100 years after destroying each other by weapons of all kinds of weapons of destruction, we are remembering today, 11th of November 2018, 100 years on after the First World War. How many wars have we waged across the entire planet? How many scores of human beings, innocent lives lost for a singular reason of a singular greedy individual or individuals. I'm walking the outside walls of this city of Avion, and it is time for us to all be conscious and awake of our blind attitude to life and raise the key fundamental importance and key fundamental human recognition that we're all the same. We're all here to experience what we call a life that we borrowed off this earth, and that we return the greatest deed of good, the greatest deed of conscious way of living, so that others could experience a similar importance and give similar importance to life. It is the fact that we are failing to recognize and realize this very fundamental basis of human consciousness. Only then we realize that we are all but not different from one another.